Hello YouTube and welcome back. Today we've got a video. We're going to do a repair on a Pixel 3a. And this is, hopefully, we can do a real-time repair on this. Not going to speed anything up. We're just going to go. This is my personal phone. I've got to turn it off. As you can see, look at that awesome design on the screen. The design stays there when I shut it off even. Look at that crack. Oh, so we're gonna work this out. All right, that being said, I don't think the mat's not too dirty. Let's give this a whirl. We're gonna take our hot air. We want to heat up around this thing. And we're gonna start picking at it. It's already getting warm. You can see the display wanting to change colors. That's what you don't want when using one of these on a new display. You don't want to temper the glass. Or temper the LCD underneath there. So we're going to try. We've got a little warm. We're going to try and wedge a piece of our blue plastic in here. Just need a little wiggle room to get in there and start cutting. Start cutting things loose. This is just the backer off of adhesive, literally. It's the blue backing piece off of the leftover center part of phone adhesive. Like just the blue backer. You can often use these to cut in to phone screens. It's a very handy tool to have, just a piece of blue stuff laying around. Another thing before we go too far, we need to pop it out of the case and pull our SIM card. I always forget there's a case on, especially this thing. It has it's a very minimal case. Get this out and pop our SIM card out. Set that off to the side and continue our little cut. And often, if done right, done when the adhesive is warm, you may be able to work this the whole way around. If not, a lot of stuff lately has been shipping with these plastic cards. If you don't have one of those plastic cards, go buy yourself a pack of these. Playing cards work extremely well with having to peel up screens. So we want something a little tougher than our blue stuff. We'll go ahead and stick our plastic card in here. We want to start cutting that adhesive loose. Easy on the sides, it gets a little tougher across the top. You got sensors and other crap you're dealing with there. Go ahead and we're going to add a little more heat right in that area. What can I stick in there to keep that separated? Let's try and wedge 2 of these in there and see if that gives us enough spread to stick a thicker card in there. It should be well and good. Yeah, when you get that thicker card in, that'll keep our place. We can pull our thin ones out that we're going to use for cutting. Oh, sorry. Is the mat crooked or the camera? Let me fix that for people with OCD. All right. Perfectly straight. And you don't want to go too hot. I mean, by all rights, you can go ahead and ruin your old screen if you want to. But the thing with going too hot on the old screen is some of that heat can transfer into the phone, and you don't want to be melting other things inside your phone. So, yeah. I have it up anywhere from 360, 380 on up to 420 generally for doing screens. It all depends on what I'm working on, and that's in Celsius, obviously. Pose. Did I look at this? Yes. Okay. Making sure the part was compatible. I don't want to disable my phone as I need it for work tonight. Okay, and with most of that cut loose, we should be able to make the small cut right down this side. Let's see if we can. And flip it to get a different angle on it. You know what, we'll just go with the card. We know that'll work. Let's cut that adhesive loose. We need to work our way across the bottom. As well, which may require a slight bit more heat. Let's check our top and see where we can we're stuck on. Is it the camera? It is. Camera, you're a pain. Massive pain. Alright, we did get under most of the glass. Looks like it wants to jump up on that one. So what we're going to do is, if we don't keep dropping this, and resealing everything together, feed that through. Let that be our placeholder. We're going to apply a little bit of heat and just lift the display off. Now it should work. No guarantees. Don't you turn on either. I know I hit that dummy button on accident. Oh, look at that blown apart screen. Love it. Love it. Alright, screen is free. Now we need to find where there's still adhesive holding it. Looks like it's at the top. Run our little card around. A little bit of cutting still to do. It's always right around the camera. Why are you a nuisance right there, man? Is it that backing plate, the little housing that sits around the camera? There's one. Perfect, got it. Okay. So looking at a Pixel 3a, now that we're to this part, top of the phone, previously the bottom, lift it up, and you can see you've got the ribbon cable stuck down inside. What did they do? Did they change that? Okay, just a sticker. And then it comes up like this. You can flip it over. Get it out of the way. We need to remove this sticker here. Let's take a look at that. These never come off gracefully. At least not in my experience. See, every time they rip. So we're going to put a piece of Captain Tape down there, or at least as much of this as we can get off in one piece. Okay, go over there, away from me. Okay, now we need, what are those? Torques? Is that a pentalobe or a Torx? Let's find out. Well, that's not the right size. Let's try again. Let's try it again. And I'm going to assume that one don't fit. We have way too small. Oh, that's a pentalobe. That's why it don't work. So way too small. Yeah, too small, too big. So we're going to jump away from this screwdriver altogether and go to one that will actually work. Just need to find the right size. No way it's that small. Okay, make a liar out of me. T3 it is. We're going to use our plastic tool to get this out of here. Set that in the orientation it needs to go with the screws in their orientation. It's over here. We just want to look at the phone. Get our pry tool, which we shouldn't need. This should just legit pop off of here. And we have a little bit of cleanup work to do. So, with a bunch of further annoyance, let's get started in pulling this adhesive off of here. And take this new set of tweezers, junk tweezers that got sent with the screen, and run around and try and pull up, dig up, pull up as much of this as possible. Yeah, that's not going to work. All right, flat razor or plastic razor blade to the rescue, I hope. That's not doing too bad of a job, the plastic razor blade. I highly suggest grab some to do repairs with. If you need to scrape without cutting, but you still want some type of cutting power, they're awesome. Awesome accessory, awesome tool. Luxury item, I guess. Not necessary, but definitely worth the money spent on them. If you've never used them, check it out. All right, what is the hold up there? We got to get some IPA on this case. This one's being a little difficult on this end, so we're going to put some IPA down to help aid in the adhesive removal process. Maybe there's some magic substance out there that lets you remove this in one go, and you just spray it on and turn the phone over, and it just all that adhesive falls off. I'm not aware of it. IPA generally, or Goo Gone in small amounts. I prefer IPA. Goo Gone leaves a smell and a residue behind. It needs cleaned up before you stick the new adhesive on. Get over there. The problem with this black adhesive and IPA though is you can make a real mess with it. So if you can scrape it and get it off of there without IPA, and go back and clean later with a swab, that would be ideal. But if not, scrape away, people, with your plastic blade or whatever, pry tool, whatever you have to use to get it off of there. All right, and this is the part that I hate, going around the sensors and the camera. All them little sensitive bits up here. Yeah, Not favored, not my favorite. That back down. What else do we need to do? Okay, so we got the new screen. We need to retrieve. Is that the? Yeah, that's the new one. So I need to retrieve the little camera surround plate as well as the screen to put into the new display. This stuff out of the way, turn this sideways and go to work on the sensor area. The bad thing is that sensor sticks up enough that you could actually clip it and do some damage. So, oh boy. Let's get this tool out, even though it's not preferred. Just a little. Of all that. Um, I don't know. I think the main reason for cleaning this up, I mean, if it's not obvious, anybody that might be wondering is you want the adhesive for your new screen to seal down as flat and as nice as possible to get a grip and keep that new screen replacement held in place firmly. If you got all kinds of adhesive left over, that's not going to happen. Trying to keep IPA off the camera. Okay, so cleanup is mostly done. We're gonna run around and try and pick up these few remaining pieces that could be in our way. The other reason for getting off of there, the adhesive can have small pieces of glass stuck in it, in the last thing you want happening when you put your new screen on. And you go to firmly seat that in to press it down, you press down and snap, you get a whole new spider web crack in it because there's a chunk of glass stuck in the old adhesive. Anybody that's done that one, leave me a comment. I did that a few times myself back in 2008, 9. Nightmare phones out there, or back then, the way some of them were built. Right. All the adhesive is away from our sensor and our camera. I'm gonna clean up this corner, go across the bottom, and we should be able to move on from there. I hope. We're running out of time, so we really gotta get moving. Work our way down the edge. And finally the bottom. Okay, so slight bits of adhesive, nothing major. Give a quick scrape on it and move on. Actually, that just might be. Is that imperfection or is that adhesive? Wait, that's just in the plastic. As is that. Okay, fine. Can't be. That's gotta be adhesive. All right, last touch up on the bottom. Yeah, no, it. We got some stuff stuck on our left-hand side. You're right on the screen now, but left-hand side of the phone as it's upside down. Okay, that part is mostly done. We need our speaker, little grill speaker from this phone. Going to actually take a moment and try and clean it out. I don't see this happening, but we can always try, right? Yeah, maybe that does work. All right. Just a little IPA and a brush, and the same to the back. Little hoot, little toot. Huff and puff, blow the dirt out, and should be good to go. Okay, we're gonna get some heat, apply it to that little bracket for around the camera and our screen. We want to heat that up. It will make them worlds easier to pull off of here. Some little heat. Perfect. Now hold on a minute here. That was on there. If that's on there, that sits down. Okay. Not losing it, just figuring out which way the part goes. We need to transfer this part in to place. Come on, man. I know you have adhesive on you, but that, like, I need you to stick down the other way, not the on me way. I need you down. Perfect. And let's reapply some heat to grab our screen. We don't want to bend that. The fact that stuff can be made that small, mesh and screen, is just simple. It's one of the wonders of the world, how they make stuff at such small levels. I'll never understand it, but definitely appreciate and use this awesome stuff. Okay, so there goes. And I'm going to try and put the screen in. Just set it right in place on the new screen. A little bit of junk with it, but I think it'll survive. It should be fine. Should be mostly fine. I hope this works. What else do we need? We have the camera piece. We have our earpiece. We basically need to test this thing and then put the adhesive on. Let's get one of these pulled off of here. Oh, and I don't even know. It's a nightmare separating these. It always has been. Like, which way do you stick it down first? That way, then peel the blue. It always tends to relift it. Blade. A real, genuine, choppy bit. All right, screen test. I almost don't even, I just want to put it together, but if it don't work, it don't work. And then I'm in trouble for a phone for work. I'm gonna check under the microscope to make sure nothing got into my port quick. Make sure it's all clean, no residue around it. Sorry, I don't have it on screen. There is actually a bit of residue, so we're gonna take a soft brush and bristle that out. Okay, looks better. Is that it? I knew it wasn't on there. Please don't break and be difficult. Okay, let's give this a quick test. Did I button it? No, I didn't. Okay. All right, we have display. So far, so good. Let's try and not move it too much. We got a goggle. It's booting up. As long as we got some touch and we can put our pin in, we'll call it okay. Oh, I'm getting nervous. It's time to go. Okay, so all right, I'll screen the pin. I don't know how many of you people would show up and try too. All right, touch works. I unplugged it. So sad. Can you plug these in? What happens if it unplugs? I don't want to short something, but I don't. Of course. Of course. This is stupid what I'm doing. Do not attempt. I should by all rights be going in, and if I didn't just ruin my phone, which I probably did. That screen should have never ended. Oh, what a fool. Is this the massive fail? Let's do this. We're going to hold down. Okay, I think we got a. I think we got blown something now. But you had to hold it down for a minute to hard power off. You might have just did it, folks. Okay, lucky. Let me repeat. You will not always get lucky with having your display come back up if you plug your LCD cable in while the phone is on. If it flips off like that, usually when you plug something in live, if you miss when it's live power on and you misalign it, it could short. I lined that up, pressed, it clicked right in without any wiggle. I can't say that I would attempt that. It's that's not it. All right, so touch is still working. Pixel starting. We're not going to hold the screen. We're going to let it boot up. Come on, man. Just do it. Do it so I can turn you back off. But yes, okay, touch is working. That's working. That's working as it should. All right, time to power off. Shutting down. Yeah, I was sweating for a minute there, genuinely. You should never, never be unplugging something while it's on like that. But that's the way it ended up. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and separate this thing a little bit. I doubt it's going to work. I mean, I could peel the inside one out, but I kind of want to keep that backer on. So let's peel the white backer that we need off. Hopefully not get grit everywhere. We're going to keep part of it on and attempt to stick this thing down in some sensible manner. Aligning these is partially crucial to your repair. You do want to get your pre-cut adhesive straight if possible. Let's see how we're going to line. I know we got stuff in the way, but if it's going to line up the whole way down, and indeed it does, okay, I like it. I think we will, without having to play too much, hopefully be able to peel that piece as well and get the rest to stick. Let's hope. Let's hope it works out that nice for me. It never usually does. It always usually fails and falls in, and then I got to take and play with it later on. It makes a huge mess. Always. These things are very, very, very finicky, let me tell you. in my experience. And when you see the edited version, where people don't do this in real time, it can leave you with a false impression that this stuff is just do it, just easy, go, yeah, you know, rip it open and go forth. And that's not the case. Did it lift? It did lift the corner, so I have to repress our corner here. Our corner piece did not stick. It's trying to lift more than what I want. It's that stupid camera plate. We'll try and lift it again. Hopefully it comes out. If it doesn't, we will make do with it. I think as long as we can get the adhesive to separate. And did it? Is the adhesive staying? I think so. Okay, even if we have to knock that paper out and press the adhesive down with our pry tool, we will do that a little bit. Get the pokey boy out. This is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to keep that piece and have yeah, there we go. I wanted the whole thing to lift out. Basically what I'm doing, we'll put that piece back in place in a moment. I don't believe it. I just peeled this thing, and that is well, I haven't succeeded yet, but as far as I know, that is the first time I've peeled without either side giving me a bunch of guff and slapping me on the neck about 1,000,000 times in a row saying do it again. But peely boy done, pokey boy done. We're gonna put our surroundy piece in and call it almost all's well that ends well. This sticks to the back of our display. I need this to move slightly. Don't stick to my glove, thank you. That goes up, and I should have room to seat the LCD now. So let's go for this piece. Did it like this. Let's go ahead and clip this in and put this thing together. Okay, clipped in. Quickly, we're going to throw our plate on and grab, what was that? Was it T3? Grab our one screw and put it over here. Oh, that was almost on camera. Put it over here. Get the other screw and throw it in on the other side. All right, looks like we made it. Okay, so we don't have a full sticker to adhere there, but we will hold this up and attempt to put down what we do have, which is not great. Got a bunch of it ripped. We'll go ahead and put that much on. A lot missing. I'm not going to worry about the tape. I'm going to put this guy back in for around our camera. It likes to grab stuff and fall out because of the adhesive on the front. So last trip for it. Hopefully it stays this time around. That little white piece, they can be an annoyance. Our display will also stick. And it's our last chance to get any grit out from behind the display. Anything left in there is going to leave white splotches on your screen, possibly break it. And out of my adhesive. Alright, it's not glass, not gonna hurt. And this is where we're gonna lay it down. Stick it down first over here, and then lay it in. And hopefully get it first go. You know what I didn't do? And we got to pop this back up and hopefully not ruin this job. Hopefully the adhesive didn't fully grab. I didn't press. There's one thing I forgot. Can we lift the screen back up? Okay, where didn't we press? Right there. We didn't press here. We're going to try and go around the edge and just lift the bottom back out carefully. Okay, it's releasing because it didn't have time to fully adhere. We're going to get lucky on this one, I hope. We don't want to use heat. That will soften it too much. Just use our card. We just want to barely pop our screen up. That's what you get when you hurry. But as I said, I need this phone in less than 10 minutes. Or in in about 10, 12 minutes. This thing's going to be in service. It's my personal phone. That can stay there. We will fish this piece off of here however we have to. It is behind, so we have to pull the top too. We got to pull the top as well. That's fine. Let's get the top off. Thankfully, none of my adhesive came up. Very lucky in this matter. And I need to pull that out and get my backer out of there and then set this back in, and it will fit much, much better this time around. Don't hurry. Lesson learned. Even if you have to hurry. We're going to peel that. Before we even touch or do anything, we're going to see how this screen protector fits, and there's already lint on that thing, believe it or not. Let's see if this one fits this profile. And it doesn't. It's made a little bigger. So, yeah. We'll see if my other trim plate will let it fit. I have a couple different. Yeah, no, this just slightly too narrow. It's tall enough, and one didn't. Application thing didn't come with this one, so we'll skip that and use one of the ones I ordered. Is it? Find it the right way. Wow, I really don't. This seems like a super cheapo. Don't even fit the phone. That fits the buttons. Does this one fit through? It does. A little too small, but it will serve as a good guide. Let's go forth. Hopefully we can watch that spread across that. And it's ending up with an air pocket in the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to press one side or the other to brush that air out. And I believe we got it. Okay, screen applied, or screen protector applied. It's not a perfect match, but let's get my phone booted up. We do have a little piece of lint or two under it, which can't be helped. I mean, it could be. I don't have a dust-free room here for doing it, but again, I don't care. Those couple little pieces are not going to make or break, kill the job. My phone screen is unbroken and back together, and customers are not going to be signing for their card and cutting their fingers on a broken screen. To be fair, I could have just stuck the glass screen protector on over the broken screen. Why do that when you can put a new screen on as well? So let's straighten this up for everybody. That's a real-time replacement on a Pixel 3a and what you can expect if you're going to clean up the adhesive, apply new adhesive, and that's without the adhesive giving you many problems and even making the mistake of not pulling the blue backer off of the display and then putting on a screen, tempered glass screen protector. Ideally, there's probably people out there that can whip that out in 10-15 minutes. Not me. I take my time, clean it up, do it right. I don't want to smear adhesive into the sensor when you get it softened up with IPA or into the camera. Seems to be working. Let's see, do I have service? I do have service, but not great. There's a metal roof cover and everything. There it goes. Service picked up a little. And we'll set that straight for the people that appreciate nice, straight, even symmetrical things. Lastly, let's give the back a wipe and put my case back on. We got to be careful of the Mickey Mouse sticker that the kid put on there. But other than that, I think we should be good. Real-time repair, Pixel 3a. Cleaning out the case quick. And we'll put, oh boy, we got all kinds of people texting me. All right, let's put this minimal case back on. Very quickly, before we do that, give a brush to our microphone, speaker, and USB-C port. Just knock some of the crap out. And let's go. All right. Phone working. Anyhow, my name's Nick. Thanks for hanging out and doing a real-time Pixel 3a screen replacement and glass screen protector. It was fun. We will see you in the next video.